From a different continent, I packed a bag in confidence. I didn't come for compliments, oh no.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Anita. In case you don't already know, thanks a lot for coming back to watch this video. If you haven't watched the part 1 of this video, I suggest you click the link above and watch that one before you come back to watch this one. So guys, I want to tell you about Ivisa.com today. Ivisa.com is a travel company based in the US. It was established since 2013. They have offices in Spain, Peru, India, and the Philippines. What they basically do is help people process tourist visas, and people who have hospital or business trips to India also get to process their visas through them. iVisa basically just takes the stress away from you from processing your visa yourself, and they help with your travel locator form, and you get very fast response once you head to their website. So you can just go to the link in my bio and let them process your travel for you. Now let's head into the video, guys.
But at this point, like, I was just trying to be as positive as I could. I was just telling myself, you know what, this is going to be all right. You know what, I'm just going to probably stay here for 3 months and then move. Even if she wanted me to do like a 1-year contract, so you have to do like either a 6 month or 1 year contract here. It's crazy. You can't say you're staying in a place for a month or 2. No one's going to let you live in their apartment for a month or 2. You have to either stay here for 6 months or a whole year. If something is not good, you have to endure for 6 long months or a whole year. Some don't even let you do like a 6-month contract. So that's exactly the situation I was in. And then I'm like, I'm about to stay here for a whole year and go through all this shit. Now, hell no. Yeah, to the no, yeah, to the no, to the no. Came down from upstairs after making a video of the room. I tried to reason with her. She first of all told me that, yeah, I could pay 500 because I complained that 600 was a bit too much for the space. Like, I'm paying rent, and then you are telling me when I should leave the house, like as if I'm not paying rent. Oh, and then her excuse is that her husband Kevin always has people coming to the house to see him at social time, like, and then they wouldn't want me to be around. So it was almost like kind of racist. I'm not even going to say kind of, that was racist. It's like, you don't want a black girl in your house when your visitors come, so I should be out, but I'm paying you rent. That doesn't make shit sense. Sorry, I'm swearing. This just gets me so aggravated every time I think about it. At this point, I'm like, Anita, don't cry, don't cry. I was trying not to break down. I called my friend, and then my friend was like, I should just come back to the house. So like, that was actually what I did. I booked a cab. Booking an Uber here, God, it's madness. It's so expensive. I think I spent about 12 to 15 euros for like a 4-minute journey. That had never happened to me in Nigeria. I'm like, what? How am I spending this much just to transport myself, just because I had a lot of bags? So when I'm like, if I had known, this woman would not have just picked me up. I should have just stayed in my friend's house. I booked this Uber. I took it back to my friend's apartment, and then I was just telling myself that this was going to be one bad dream. I moved back into my friend's apartment, and she was moving out the next morning, right? So she helped me make some contacts and contacted this Northwood Sanctuary hostel. It's a student hostel. I think they were charging about, say, 600, 700, or some rooms were like 500. And then they said that they had space, that we should come the next morning. So I was so happy. In fact, I almost didn't get any sleep that night because I was just thinking and so emotional. I'm like, okay, so let me just go and see what these guys have for me. Took another cab, which cost almost 20 euros because she was staying in the southern side, and then Sanctuary is in the northern side. I got to Sanctuary that morning with all my stuff, all my luggage, and then this guy says, there's no room. I came all this way for nothing. At this point, see, I had broken down in my head. It was just going to take a while for my body to just feel it, but I still tried to have hope. I went outside trying to make calls, trying to see where else, because I'm like, I need to get a place. Like, my friend was advising I should just stay at a hostel, like it's like a hotel, but you're going to be sharing space with so many other people. I didn't want that because I felt like that was just admitting my fate, and I didn't want to admit that this was happening to me. I didn't want to admit my homelessness situation. I was telling myself that no, I could get this resolved. Like, I could get this resolved. Like, trying to be positive. It was freaking cold. At Sanctuary, I don't know, I think it was probably like 8 degrees at this time. It was colder than where I was coming from, like from the southern side. I was just walking on the road, just trying to make calls, and I was supposed to go for one viewing where I was supposed to pay like 1,000 and something for a month. Desperation took the greater part of me. This was one of the most trying times of my life. I went to Abbey Court at O'Connell Street. I first of all booked for 4 nights, and the crazy thing about Abbey Court is they do not have elevators. I had bags that were like 23 kg each, plus my hand luggage that was as heavy as only God knows what, plus my laptop bag, then my handbag, and like I had to carry all this myself from downstairs all the way upstairs. And every time I had to check out, I had to bring my stuff back downstairs and check up and go upstairs again. The management, the way they would talk to me, it was kind of like they didn't want me in their space, and I couldn't do anything about this at this point because like I was literally homeless. I was in Abbey Court for like 2 weeks plus. It was in Abbey Court that I met someone, I met a new friend. Michael helped me get a job. Mind you, everybody told me I probably wouldn't get a job till like 2 months, but by the grace of God, I was able to get a job in an agency where I was signed up to be doing housekeeping for hotels and all of that. Michael helped me get a job because before then my money was fast running out. I was spending about 25 to 30 euros every single day. On the weekends it's more expensive, about 30 to 35. So imagine spending that amount every single day. I'm like, my money is definitely going to run out. Like I came in with only 3,200 euros and I had already spent on transportation, I'd spent on data. When I started getting paid, money started getting slashed into half, so I wasn't getting my full money, I was getting half, but it wasn't so bad anyway. I could survive. My first day there, I told myself that I'm not going to accept this. I sat down on my bed and I started putting a call through to every single number I found on daft.ie. I started calling and calling and calling. I told myself, today I'm going to get an apartment. I'm probably just going to move out and tell them to just give me the refund of the remaining 3 days. I'm going to get an apartment, going to get an apartment. I called and called and called until I slept off with my phone in my hand. I woke up, it was night already. I already told myself that, no, it's not happening today. I went to bed, woke up next morning and told myself, this is the day I get an apartment. Like every single day I would wake up, I'll tell myself, today is the day I get an apartment. And I kept asking questions. I was asking every single person I met, do you know anyone who has like a space for me to rent? I felt like I was in prison. Staying in Abbey Court, I felt like I was in jail and I just needed to breathe. I needed to go out. It was a bunk bed. Someone would be on top and then like I've tried to use my laptop, my head is hitting. Oh my God, it was terrible. The roommate I'm staying with now, I met her at Abbey Court and then she was the one who helped me get where I'm staying right now. It was like, oh, I found this place. Would you be interested? I'm like, yes, please. And it was 500 a month with utility bills and everything. So that's how I was able to find an apartment. But before then, God knows, no, it wasn't even easy. I'd advise anyone coming down here to sort out accommodation or at least like have someone you're going to be staying with before you move down. I just told myself, like, in my country, I have a house. Like I used to live on my own in Lagos and then my father has a house as well in Ibadan. So it's like, how can I come here and just be homeless? Like, I will not lie to you. I was this close to booking a flight and coming back to Nigeria because I was frustrated. But I'm just so glad that all that is over now and I have my own apartment now where I share a room with my roommate. Like I said, we have an ensuite bathroom and we share a kitchen with like 5 other rooms. It's not like the perfect place that I would have loved, but then at least it's something. And I have a roof over my head, thank God. So yeah, just trying to let you know how difficult it is trying to get an apartment here in Dublin. Sometimes we struggle before we are able to get on our feet. So don't always think when that brother or that uncle, that cousin of yours has traveled abroad, oh, they're living the dream, they're living their best life. You don't even know if they're eating, you don't even know if they're sleeping well, you don't even know what is going on in their lives. So just try to be as supportive as you can, try to reach out to them as much as you can. I literally almost fell into depression here. Like I told myself, what am I doing here? Well, let me just go back to my country where at least I know that I have a place, like I have a roof over my head. You know, you need to check up on people that travel abroad, your loved ones. You need to make sure that they're actually okay because we go through so much. I have gone through so much and I'm still going through so much. In the other videos I'm going to make, I'm just going to be updating you on the things I've just been experiencing here generally here in Dublin. Basically, this is just my story. I hope you've been able to learn something from this and I hope this video has been useful to you. If you're a Nigerian coming to Dublin, congratulations, I'm very happy for you, but please try to sort out accommodation before you come or at least have someone you're going to stay with before you get here. And on that note, we've come to the end of this video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you actually liked this video and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much to me. And also watch my other videos. I just posted a vlog where I traveled from Nigeria to Ireland. I hope you check that out as well. Share this video if you found it useful, if you feel like you can share with people who actually do need to hear this true story. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video, but till then, au revoir.